Well, hello there, and welcome to Healthy Eating with Kimberly. Today, I want to share with you, I have not felt like cooking lately. I don't know if you've ever felt like that, but I have started cooking two meals and then eating them as leftovers because I don't know whether it was the funk of the winter or now it's the call of getting outside as we get some sunshine and warmer weather this week. But that's the reason why I like Epicure. Our meals take 15 minutes, half hour, depending upon the cook time. And I'm gonna do 4 meals today. We shop in bulk. We get our meat in bulk and then we break it up in single meals. And again, I always cook at least 4 servings because then Steve can take it in his lunch the next day. So I'm cooking out of our spring issue of the catalog. I've got lots of these on hand. If you want one, let me know and I'll get one to you. And I want to just kind of show you these. Do you remember our Meal Prep Pro containers? I love these. These are Steve's go-to for taking his lunch in, taking in his lunch. And it's a nice seal and everything. So if you don't have these, they were a customer and they were a host and they were a discounted special. If you don't have any of these on hand, you can use our 4-cup. Okay, let me show you them. Yes, I did get this great drawer in my shelves for Christmas. So if you don't have these, you can use our 4-cup prep bowl and there's a nice lid seal for it. And I'll stick that back in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna share with you the 4 recipes, but I'm not really gonna put the chicken in these right now because that could be really dangerous. I could get chicken juice everywhere. So we are going to be cooking this week with, I think you say it, banh mi. It's a new burger seasoning that we have. It's Vietnamese. Well, the recipe that I'm going to be doing is Vietnamese, and it is called a Vietnamese cold noodle salad. And when I saw the picture of this, it looks so yummy. So that's the one, and I just looked at this. To a half a tablespoon, there's only 10 calories. And I'm gonna read you the ingredients because this one's new this year. I smelled it. Let me take a nice whiff of it. Oh, it smells so good. It's whatever that flavor combo is, it's right up my alley. So it has the coconut palm sugar, lemongrass, organic lime powder, organic lime juice, concentrate lime oil, but it doesn't smell overly limey, if that's the thing. Onion, garlic, paprika, sea salt, the inactive nutritional yeast, which gives it that kind of a creamy base, but it also gives you your B vitamin. I think it's B12. I'll look that up for you. Yeah, chili pepper, ginger, black pepper, star anise. No, you don't taste that licorice because I think star anise is a licorice one. So that's going to be our cold noodle salad. This one's back again this year. I love it. It's the Tuscan chicken burger. We've never made burgers with it, but we make this grilled chicken caprese. See this right here? We got this, when did we get this cookbook? I think it was 3 years ago. It was maybe that first summer that I was with Epicure. Again, the recipe is on there. With this, I'll serve a green salad with our balsamic vinaigrette, and I'm getting asparagus because we are at asparagus time. My third one is going to be with the Bali Glow. This one was the seasoning that surprised us most last year, and I'm so happy it's back again this year. It has onion and sea salt and lime leaves, garlic, lemongrass, chili, and spices, and it is so yummy. And remember, you always want to shake your jars up because the heavier spices will always settle to the bottom, and you want a nice full body spice when you serve it, because you want all the spices in there. The other thing I want to share with you, there's also a recipe on here for a mustard glaze too, which I'm sure we'll try. But last year when we tried this out, I had taken it out of the freezer, marinated the chicken, and then we didn't end up cooking it. So we cooked it the next day. And the recipe is, let me tell you what it's called. It's just grilled Bali chicken with bok choy. It's so good. But because, you know how sometimes when you grill chicken breasts, they can become dry? I had left it overnight, in the oil and the seasoning. It was the juiciest chicken breast I ever tasted. So I do recommend this. That's why I'm doing this. I've got 4 of these containers laid out here, and I'm gonna have 4 meals marinating, whether I eat them this week or next week. They're going to be ready. And then the last one, I'm gonna make a teriyaki kebab. But you know what? Do you remember our red pepper jelly? I'm gonna put in a couple tablespoons of this just to give it a nice little bite and everything. But again, teriyaki sauce, if you're gluten-free, it is so hard to find a teriyaki sauce that is gluten-free, and here it is. So I am so happy that it is. And the other thing is I like that it's a dry glaze, because I'm not wasting anything. I can make whatever I need for that day. I'm not putting a jar in the refrigerator and letting it go bad. So that's for that one, and that's the teriyaki chicken kebabs. And what I'm gonna do with that one is I'm gonna roast some vegetables in here or on the grill. Steve will either do that and everything. So, and now when I do my marinades, I use an avocado oil because it has a high cooking point versus olive oil doesn't have that high. I don't have to worry about the flash. Again, I'm gluten-free, so I use tamari, which is a gluten-free soy sauce. Now for this cold Vietnamese, it calls for noodles, vermicelli, is that how you say that? But we use Bonza brand, because it has a higher protein than carb ratio. And you can, with this, you can either use a thin rice noodle or you can use a spaghetti noodle for that salad. Okay, so I'm gonna just do our banh mi, which, oh, that looks so good. So this recipe here calls for a tablespoon of oil and a pound of chicken breast fillets, and they all call for breasts, but I'm going to use thighs because we always like the thighs for our skewers. And then what do I got for this one? Of course, chicken breasts again for the grilled Bali chicken, because remember I said it gets so nice and juicy. So basically what I'll do is, I'm actually not going to do it because I can, you know, I'm messy, but I'm just going to take a tablespoon, and remember our measuring scoops go right in here. Actually, I guess I'll do it because it's so yummy. And so it calls for, I'm going to read it again, 2 tablespoons seasoning. It calls for it divided, okay? So that kind of looks like sawdust, but it isn't. It isn't. I'm sure that's, oh, that smells so good. I don't know exactly which one that is, but I bet it's the onion. That's what it is, onion flakes. And so the reason why it's going to be divided, 1 tablespoon is going for the marinade, and the other tablespoon will go for the dressing on the salad. And then it calls for a tablespoon of oil. And what I'll do is, again, I have 2 of these out here just because one would be for wet since I'm doing so many, and one would be for dry ingredients, but basically you only need 1 of these. And so it calls for a tablespoon of oil. Now I'm gonna put it, and I put it in here first. Oh, I forgot to bring those out. And then I'm just gonna whisk it up a little. You know what? For this, I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in, just because it's, I have to concentrate. It was a little dry there. And then I'll just put the chicken in here and I'll coat it. And you know my magic tool that I love, this is good. I don't wanna lose that. Well, da-da-da-da-da. This tool. You know how much I love this because I can get things off the upper cabinet, pull them down, glasses, jars, all kinds of things. But, you know, they're great to cook with. That's what they're meant for. But I will flip my chicken in here and just to, you know, get it marinated and covered in that. And then I'm putting them in the refrigerator or the freezer. So remember, you can order these glazes and mixtures, seasonings right off my website, KimberlyGuinier.epicure.com. I will tag all 4 of these recipes with the video. They'll either be in the base or in the comments below, and you can see how easy they are. And I'm gonna just go over this. Okay, to make the cold salad, it takes 15 minutes. 16 minutes for the caprese. This one over here is at 20, oh, this one says 20 minutes for the Bali grilled chicken, and I'm sure that's because the chicken calls for, the chicken breasts are nice and thick. And then the kebabs, 20 minutes as well. And that's, oh, these ones are on the grill. I don't know. And actually with the grilled caprese, we're gonna cut them in smaller pieces and everything. So, you know, 15 to 20 minutes, you got dinner on the table. So enjoy. If you have any questions, post them below and I'll answer them there. Again, try them. Try them. Go beyond your normal palate and give it a try. Because remember, we're 100% money back guarantee, and these are so flavorful. They're low in sodium. Some of them are no sodium at all. I don't know. I didn't look to see if any of these were low. Actually, these all have a little bit of sodium in them, but very little. Like the teriyaki only has 65 milligrams. So for me, that's low. Okay, so, and again, if you can use salt, add salt to it, but it's better that you add it than we add it. So here's our Epicure, my meal plans for the week. Cold Vietnamese salad, caprese chicken, bali glow with bok choy, and chicken teriyaki kebabs. Have a great day and enjoy your dinner tonight.